Right, you join me on just a general scooter ride, not particularly going anywhere, just taking advantage of the fact for the first time in a long time I can actually go places I used to go thanks to this scooter. So it's just a celebration of that, really. Nothing special. These are places I used to ride on my bike, and then later on I'm going to be going on the route that I took in recent years until I couldn't, on a bike to get myself fit, ironically. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. Brookhurst Avenue. Now this is nostalgia trip. My grandparents used to live down here, but this is also the route I used to come back on my regular cycling trip to get fit. I had a little circuit I used to do, and this is part of the return journey. I can't do all of the out journey because it involves quite a bit of country lanes with no pavement. But this is definitely on the route back, and I'm being a little bit disturbed by the fact that my seat is trying to turn whilst I'm riding, which doesn't feel right. I've got to get the engineers out again anyway. It is now refusing to start after being left overnight, unless I cheat it into thinking I'm about to recharge it and plug the recharger in. Don't know what's caused it. What I do know is that it's a pain in the arse if you do have to go somewhere, like an appointment, which happened on the last time. Getting the charger out just to get it started is ridiculous. And we are coming up on my grandparents' house that was. Still the garage that my granddad built down there. This seat is now starting to wind me up a bit. So, I shall shut up and let you enjoy the ride. This horn is pretty pathetic. She was ignoring me anyway. I would say, right, let's be positive. I have been overwhelmed by the positive, friendly and helpful nature of the vast majority of the public whilst I've been out on the scooter. Wasn't sure what reaction I was going to get. Oh, I do miss coming along here on my bike, because I had a really nice little circuit. Sorry, drifting off into another conversation. Anyhow, yeah, the vast majority of people have been so friendly and courteous and helpful. I'm going to run into someone now who's rude just to prove my point. All of this, when my mum was growing up, well, in fact, up until I was growing up, was mostly fields. When I was little, this was all farmers' fields, and I'm talking very little. This is now the far extreme of Bromborough. By the end of the road, we'll be in Eastham. And all of these houses were built in the 70s and 80s. So it'll be interesting to see how long they last. I've noticed the roads down around here don't have slopes for prams. I mean, it's not a problem for me on this, but just considering prams. Elderly people, etc, etc. Anyway, never mind. We're being positive. That's a nice post box. It's on the other side of the road, you wouldn't have seen it. Yeah, so these trees far are far older than the houses surrounding them. Maybe not these two, but generally. It's still a novelty to me that I can actually do this. Just being on this particular pavement would have been impossible until I got this. I remember coming down here as a kid all the time. So my legs did do the miles. Now for a little bit of science. Saw on the news that there is a treatment, an experimental treatment, which helps neurological sufferers of neurological diseases like MS, theoretically. Because what happens is that the B cells, which are part of the immune system, there's B and T cells, and B cells turn rogue and start attacking the body, in this case the nervous system. But this treatment flushes your blood through the system, and it modifies the T cells to attack the B cells, which starts a sort of interbody warfare between the different versions of the immune system. And when the B cells have all been beaten, new B cells grow that don't attack the system. Now, this was on the news recently. I don't know if any other MS supporters are out there, or any other people who suffer from a condition where the body is attacking itself. What do you guys think of that? Does it give you hope? leave your comment in the comment section below. I'll be interested, because I am sort of feeling a glimmer of hope that in the short life that I've got left, thanks to the MS, there might actually be a cure, even if it means having my blood rinsed. Ooh, farmer's field. Having my blood rinsed once a year, and the inconvenience and pain that would entail, I'd take that. Wow, might even be able to actually start a job again. That would be wonderful, of being able to earn some money again. No slope. It's a strange omission. There's one opposite because there's a driveway, but I remember these houses being built, and it never occurred to me then that there's no slope. Things you only notice. Oh, doesn't help the tyres doing this though. And I'd hate to be on a scooter with little wheels. But this is a Scoozy, and I'm grateful that I've got it. Ah, this is interesting. Oh yeah, there is a path. It was hidden by a car. Again, no slope. Up ahead, going overhead, is the M53 motorway, just so you can get your bearings. And this is now basically Eastham. In fact, the next road we're going on is Eastham Rake. See, now I used to come in from the right. If you follow that road, the footpath quickly disappears and you end up in the countryside with no footpath. But I've no desire to go onto the road and cause all that. And this we're going under is the Wirral line to Chester, and Eastham Rake Station, which was built in the 80s. And a train's coming in by the sounds of it. Ah. See, the railway people build little slopes. Anyway, this is Eastham Rake, and this is now officially Eastham. That's a footpath I haven't seen before. Oh yes, I have. It goes into the estate. Never mind. Let's carry on. Looks like I'm going to have to give the horn a try again. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, it's okay. Thank you. See, now, one, all the horn did was confuse and frighten them a bit. Two, it was a sound that didn't sound like a horn and therefore wasn't very convincing, and they didn't know what the hell was going on. And then when I was right behind them, I just ended up shocking them. So maybe a different sounding horn would be a little bit advantageous. I'm grateful that there is a horn, but as a horn it is pretty useless. Oh. Thank you. You see, that crane's been there for ages. Don't know what they're doing there, but oh, here we go. This might be something to do with it. What on earth are they doing? This is like kid stuff, isn't it? I can dig a big hole with my big digger. Let's have a look. What are they building? Oh, drains. Enough said. Right. Plymouth Yard Avenue, another of the big roads here. I won't be going up there. This ends up in Bromborough. I'm going to go the long way because that's the whole point, get a bit of fresh air. Anyway, enjoy the ride. I'm going to shut up for a bit.
I'm not sure. I'm not.
See, people are very helpful and friendly generally. That does make me feel a little bit guilty though when it's mum and a pram, because I usually step aside for them, so it's a bit unusual for me. The table's being turned, but very nice, don't get me wrong. Now I'm coming up to crossroads that you would have seen on the channel before. If you go straight across at these crossroads, you're going to Old Easton. And one day I will go and do a video there. But today I just want to go round the big block, which I used to do on my bike as a kid. Taking my little life in my hands going through Easton, but that's a long story. Thank you. This was always an awkward crossing. Because it's quite a big one. That's nice. Oh! Yes. Bear with me. Well, that was funny. My hat blew off. Oh, as I was saying, there's a flag flying here. It's not a political one, it's a football one. Happily, it's my team, but even if it wasn't, that's a nice thing. See? Even a young lad being polite, isn't that nice? Gives you hope. Ooh, a slope. Luxury. Anyway, enough of looking at me. Let's turn you round. Now these are the Plymyard playing fields, which is where all the Sunday League stuff happens. It's also a really nice place to come for a walk when you can walk, which I can't, but you know what I mean. And it's really nice that they've saved this and it hasn't been developed. For all the negative stuff, what I will say about the Scoozy is this suspension is excellent. The motor is excellent. The battery is excellent. And it's That isn't the squeak back on the Scoozy, that is a bird. So we're now obviously back firmly inside Brumborough. Oh, I've got to cross over, I just remembered. There is no footpath wide enough up ahead for a scooter. Oh, that's nice. Someone actually doing 20 miles an hour in the 20 zone. I'll let this lady with her dog go through. As the lad completely ignores us. Cheers, mate.
Alright.
This horn's useless. Sorry, thank you.
All right.
See, she thought it had squeaky brakes. That was the horn. I think that kind of sums it up, really. It is pretty useless as a horn because people don't recognise it as a horn. Which is okay. I mean, I'm not trying to frighten people with it. Oh, right. I think an aftermarket horn is in order. Do I go for the full bahooga or something a little more restrained? Leave your comments below. We could have some fun with an aftermarket horn. Any recommendations, I am very happy to hear. But this horn, let's face it, it doesn't really do the job, and when it does work, it just scares people or bothers people or sounds like squeaky brakes. That's not a criticism so much of the Scoozy, just the horn. What is the horn on your mobility scooter like? Is it as pathetic as the horn on this, or something more usable? I'll pull over here. I'll just wait here.
Thank you.
Cheers. See, like I said, people are generally very nice. Here's a girl with cold ears. Even though I hate crossing because quite often people go down there and oh great, cars parked on the path, let's see if we can get past. Now I'm not thinking of this so much from a scooter point of view, and I do understand why they're parked on the path, because people take their wing mirrors off. But if you've got a pram, say, oh, this is going to be fun. How the hell am I going to get through there? Do you know what? I'm not even going to try. I'm going to cross over. We'll pass the we'll pass the narrow bit of oh, here we go. A post right in the way. Fantastic. I was someone who got het up and bothered, I'd be het up and bothered. Except I'm not, and I'm not. Oh, someone must have pressed the button. Well, that saved me a job. Right, anyway, onward for home. Now the common on the left, that was a quarry where they quarried the stone, the sandstone, for Bromborough Church. In fact, let's take a little detour in there and show you. Right, so this, when my mum was a little girl, was landfill. So all the bit I'm on now is landfill, and the surrounding area is woodland, and this was sunk down below, and this is where the quarry was, that they quarried the they allowed this bit now to grow wild, which I approve of, because that makes it proper woodland, and they've started encroaching into the landfill bit here with more trees. I'm not sure I approve of that, but hey, what the hell. This used to be a useful area for play, and this I spy when I was a kid with my rally chopper. I used to come up and down this little bit here as a challenge. Which the Scoozy passed straight away. Oh, hey! Wow, that rock's still here in the middle of the path. Or is it a big root? Anyway. So yeah, I used to come down here, and this was sort of my off-road track on my rally chopper, dreaming of a bike that could do it properly before BMXs were invented. And then everybody wanted BMXs, and I never got one because I went on to a racer, ironically. Anyway, this is the very path I used to cycle on when I was a little kid with my rally chopper. This is a little, I've got a smile on my face, this is a joy. See, and this is what the Scoozy excels at. Now that's put a smile on my face. Now that's made me happy. See, you don't need big things in life to be happy, you just need a little tiny thing. And the joy of that little trip on the common was that joy for me. This tree root was always like this, under the path. Right. On the right, Mendel Primary School. Well, we're nearly home, so thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up. Even better, click on the bell and tell your friends, share the video. I'll see you in the next one. And welcome to the Railway Show. Now, but if you're game for a laugh, stick around and the fun will begin. But first, a word from our sponsors. now for the item that you're going to be looking forward to every week. Now for the weather in Brazil, the railway show. We are going to broadcast this every month on the last Tuesday of every month at 6:30 p.m.